Open a store, what, to sell decks or to sell readings? There's some sort of tarot event going on in Manchester that I might go to. You have cocktails and you like get readings. But I could end up being someone doing readings at these things, couldn't I? Everyone that finds out, like, I go to pottery courses and they're like, bring your cards. Like, everyone in work, bring your cards. People are more open to it, I think, than in the past. I'd love to design tarot cards, but it would cost too much for a single person, like a single entity. It's easier for like someone like Temu to do it because they're a global company. They can sell like millions of units of stuff, do you know what I mean? So they've got the money to invest in it. You're just going to be out of pocket, like, doing it as a solo person, which is why people charge like 50 quid or more for tarot decks that they've designed, and it's like, I'm not going to do that. You can use AI to make the design, but to buy the units and distribute them is what costs. Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Virgo's highest good. How is Virgo feeling in this third week of July 2025 with regards to what they're thinking about or dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards for Virgo, first of all. I don't answer individual questions. You'll have to go to a different channel if you want individual questions answering in live, so don't do that. I read collective readings for each zodiac sign, and I'm currently on Virgo. If you want to pay for a personal reading that's just your energy for 20 minutes, it's £18. And the link to that is in the channel description. Okay, we've got the Death card. So the ending of a chapter and the beginning of a new one. The Two of Swords. Someone's in denial here about an ending. Okay, things are foggy, confusing. Don't really want to deal with it. The Death card is the major arcana for Scorpio. The Two of Swords is like, I'm blindfolding myself. I don't really want to deal with this. Do you know what I might do today? Is like wash the car and get like, you know, when you put it on like the hose attachment on like misty kind of, so it creates like a rainforest effect. I'm going to do that and just hold that up in the air. And just, I'm going to have to cool myself down because I was in such a mood because it was so hot yesterday. It's hot in work and then it was hot at night and I was just like annoyed. Where's the Death one? I'm going to shower after this. Oh my God, it's getting really hot now. Okay, so represented by Scorpio, in Greek mythology, the constellation's linked with the scorpion that stung Orion, the hunter, to death. In one version, Orion tried to abuse the goddess Artemis. She sent a scorpion to sting him. Orion? It's really out of order. In another version, the earth goddess Gaia sent the scorpion after Orion bragged that he could defeat any wild beast. The scorpion was put in the sky as a reminder of Orion's arrogance. Orion and Scorpius constellations are placed in the sky opposite each other, and it is said that Orion is running away as it sets from his conqueror Scorpius, who is rising. Ruled by Pluto, that's really sweet actually. Ruled by Pluto, the planet of the underworld and destruction, Scorpio is a passionate water sign linked with death and its regenerative energy that digs deep to reveal what's beneath the surface. Like the death card, Scorpio asks you to look past death as you know it and concentrate on your ability to transition and rise stronger with a new version of yourself. The old habits are hindering your progress. Embrace the change and free yourself. Free yourself. Yeah, so that's exactly what I said, isn't it? Someone's in denial about an ending here. Virgo, you need to embrace the change, okay? Embrace the change. It's gonna be better. We worry about change because we don't know what's ahead. It's all question marks, but it will work out. Sometimes we can end up in a better position than what we were before. There we go. Page of Wands, becoming enthusiastic about a new... these are collective readings for the sign of Virgo. We're on Virgo if you've just come in. I've done all the signs from Aries up to Virgo, which we're currently on. I'll have a break and then I'll come back to do Libra through to Pisces. Okay, so I've done 6 signs and I'll do the other 6 later because I've been on for pure hours. Yeah, so we're becoming excited. This is enthusiastic, it's fiery. Pages are innocent, they're naive of what's ahead. Hi, welcome in. Ooh, the 6 of Swords, new direction. So we're leaving the past behind. That's challenging for you at the moment, Virgo. These are thoughts, worries, emotions, memories, okay? We're trying to leave that behind. See the person in the boat? It's time to set sail in a new direction, but you're resisting it, okay? I know. Where's everyone listening from? Yeah, I got swollen feet when I sit for hours. It's not good for my circulation. But I'd like to get all the readings done at the weekend, you know, so I can post them throughout the week. Got deadlines to meet. Okay, so your person, the one that's on your mind, the one that you're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting in, Virgo, they're working hard. They're working their asses off at the moment, trying to build up the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, this is determination. It's about building for the future. Investments of time, money, and energy accruing, building up. This person's working on independence, their success, okay, in their profession or their trades. They could be taking on more responsibility, courses. They're adding more strings to their bow because they want to be successful. It's like heavy, heavy Capricorn energy with this like earth. You're from Texas? That's a way away. I just find it interesting to hear where everyone's watching from. Nine of Wands, resilience, new beginning, Ace of Pentacles, new moon. Cancer, the Chariot, willpower. Okay, so this is the Wounded Warrior. So each wand represents a challenge. Okay, things have been challenging for a while for this person. They're ready for a new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles. This person's been working really, really hard on their money, okay? And so they're going to level up. The universe rewards us with an ace. New moon is like, I'm ready for a new chapter. The Chariot is like, I'm determined to make it happen. It's going to happen. It has to happen. They're going to make it happen. It's, the Emperor jumps into the Chariot. Usually to go to battle, to go to war. And he's not doing it to lose. Let's get the myth for the Chariot. I've started now, so I've got to carry on like this. Despite people's protests, some people have loved the mythology. It's a new deck, guys. You have to appreciate. You have to appreciate the knowledge behind these depictions. Okay, so Cancer is crab in Latin. It's the faintest of the zodiac constellations. In Greek mythology, the crab was sent by Hera, the goddess of marriage and birth, to defeat Hercules while he was fighting the serpent Hydra in his 12 labours. Ruled by the moon, Cancer is connected with loyalty, moving forward and using their high intuition to overcome obstacles. Likewise, the Chariot represents ambition, drive and focus. The little crab was sent to distract Hercules and was persistent in biting Hercules' foot. Using its shell as an armour to face its challenge, the Chariot also uses its decorated armour with crescent moons, ready for action and what's to come. It's important to use your intuition and all your skills when facing any obstacles that might come across your path to success. Be ready and focus. Like the brave crab, you have the willpower and the strength to reach your goals. In this story, Hercules was stronger and kicked the crab so hard that it flew to the stars. Others say Hera placed the crab in the sky for its efforts. There's a link to my PayPal. Are you wanting a private reading? There's a link to my PayPal in the channel description. I can send you a link to a 20-minute video. That's just your energy. Okay, it's all about you. It'll be a YouTube video link. I'm 40. I turned 40 a couple of months ago. Let's get 3 cards for... Oh, hang on. No, that was all together, wasn't it? So we need to get one more for Virgo. So, Virgo's person. Sorry, Virgo's like at the point of you were denying change, now you're excited about it. You're starting to come to terms with it and leave the past behind. This person is building up a really strong future for themselves, very secure. Earthy energy, Cancer energy, Sagittarian energy. They're very determined. for a new beginning. So you're manifesting this person. You need to like leave the past behind now. You're a bit stuck. I don't have a Cash App. It's a PayPal. You can donate to PayPal. Or you can buy a reading by putting £18 in my PayPal. There's a link to it in my channel description on YouTube. Or if you're watching from TikTok, when this is recorded, if you're watching from TikTok, you can click on the link to my YouTube channel. Ace of Wands, fertility. This person's hella excited for the future. They you know, this is phallic. This is like, I cannot wait. I want my destiny now. I'm making it happen. Let's get 3 cards for the outcome. This person's so determined. Okay, so we've got the 8 of Swords, mental entrapment, mental imprisonment, believing that we're stuck when we're not, we're keeping ourselves stuck. I want to say that's you, Virgo, because they're not showing up like that at all. You're holding yourself back. Temperance, okay? Becoming enlightened, trying to find a balance with our emotions, manage our fears, manage our anxiety, our worries. Manage, you know, you can snap sometimes, Virgo, if you're being pushed to move forwards and you're not ready to. If you're still in a period of reflection, you can snap at people. So you need to like keep that in check. 9 of Pentacles, independence. Oh, lovely. So becoming independent. See, someone with the 9 of Pentacles is someone that's single. They can pay their own way. They don't need anyone else. Okay, they're quite happy paying their own way. They're not really responsible for anyone else necessarily, but they're not dependent on anyone either. Virgo, retreat with the Hermit. The Hermit is in need to look inwards. So this is a very single energy. Any kind of 9, whether it's 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, it's someone that's single, ready to mingle. But they're not necessarily like emotionally ready. They're practically ready. They can pay their own way. They're doing well in life. They're not going to be a burden on anyone. But with this emotional retreat, okay, you could be pushing people away. So I think you are doing really well financially, Virgo, but you just... I don't think you're emotionally, you know, there yet, which is fine. The Hermit is someone that is putting healthy boundaries in place, keeping at a distance while they heal, okay, and reflect. So far be it from anyone to mess with that. The Fool. You are going to get to a point where you're ready. Okay, I have to read the myth behind this one, guys, because it's important. It's a really, really nice story, this one. That dove represents innocence. So you're letting go all the bad memories. Eventually, when you're ready, everyone's moving at their own different pace, but this is in the outcome, okay? Obviously, you'll get to a point where you're ready to move forwards. Okay, so, and we've got to read you your own major arcana. Let's get the Hermit. How nice are these cards? They're so pretty. Okay, so Virgo's known as Dike, sorry if I'm mispronouncing this, the Greek goddess of justice. Dike was born mortal and put on earth to manage human justice. She lived in the Golden Age, a time of peace and happiness. When Zeus defeated his father, Cronus, he reduced springtime and made the 4 seasons. Humans began mistreating each other and not honouring any gods. Because of this, Dike warned humans about having abandoned the ideals of their ancestors and said things would only worsen, but they didn't care. To understand what to do next, Dike flew to the mountains to have a break and think about her life's purpose. Like the hermit who walks to the top of the mountain to seek solitude and reflection, the struggles they have to find perfection and reach their ideals are qualities of Virgo, as they will do anything to achieve their goals. Being alone in the mountains means they can think without distractions. Virgo is an earth sign that cherishes their time to reflect. After reaching her conclusion, Dike left Earth and flew to heaven, where she sits beside the constellation Libra. The wisdom you get when you take time for yourself is the light you need to show you the right way. You have the answers that you seek. That's really nice. I wanted to read you that because especially I've been reading all the major arcana, but oh god, the Temperance is there as well. Right, we'll do the Fool. I want to show you the extra meaning behind it if we look at the mythology. Okay, so represented by a dove, the Fool symbolises peace, innocence and hope, traits you can find in the Fool card. The white rose also, oh yeah, it's carrying a white rose, emphasises the idea of purity, youthfulness and freedom. In Greek mythology, Jason and the Argonauts went on a journey to find the golden fleece without worrying about the dangers that they might find. In a crucial moment of their journey, they sent a dove to fly between a pair of clashing rocks, the Symplegades, to ensure they would pass it through. When the dove made it through, it gave the Argonauts hope and confidence to venture over the rocks and continue their journey. Like the dove that flew into the unknown without even looking at the risk it was taking when crossing the rocks. Take courage, trust the universe, and that everything will be fine and you will prosper in this new adventure. The innocence of the dove made it possible to continue the journey to find the golden fleece, so it's okay to be innocent and go without fear when faced with new things. That's really lovely. Let's get one more for the outcome. You can see what this is culminating in. It's all building up to you becoming independent, putting up boundaries, Virgo, and then getting to a point where you're ready to take a brand new leap of faith, and who knows what'll happen. But the point is you have to get that naive optimism back, and you have to believe in fate and magic and be hopeful. When you're feeling like that again, it'll happen. Okay, so after that follows the Magician. You see that it goes from 0 to 1. Aces are ones, and with the Magician card we've got all of the aces. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands. We have all the tools to succeed. So after we've regained this naive optimism, this innocence, we're ready to take a leap. We think about what it is that we want and we actively manifest it into reality, okay? We've got the Queen of Wands and the Page of Cups, so offering emotions, okay? Queen of Wands is heavy Sagittarian energy. You see Leo the Lion here. The sunflowers, it's fire. You know, it's solar plexus activated. Like, she's looking in the mirror like, yes, I am beautiful. Yes, I can have the person that I want. I'm confident, I'm assertive, I'm goal orientated. Like, you're gonna start to go to the gym and then ask, you know, the gym memberships guy, like, who's that over there? Can you give them my number or something? You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna start getting yourself out there again, Virgo. Or they're gonna do that for you because they've got the Eight of Pentacles, they've got the Chariot, the Nine of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. They're creating success for themselves, but they're also feeling very fiery and ambitious. And then, look, you've got the Page of Wands. You've just got a little bit of healing to do first, so I'll get you a timing. You're seriously mirroring each other, you and this person. Goodness me, can't fail with this fire and this passion. The Queen of Wands can be a seductress and a third party, but I'm not getting anything third party here. It's two separate people coming together in the future. Okay, it's a little way off. Let's get a timing. There could be a Cancer, but they don't have to be. When people say what signs, they're just saying the sign of the major arcana. I went Latin then. I was like the Mayo. It's all this Greek mythology. Hi, Sophia. Hi, Joy. Stop focusing on time frames, okay? There's some healing to do first, Virgo. And then when you're feeling more optimistic, when you're ready, this is going to come in. What's this person leaving in the past? Okay, they're so done with people who are childish. They're so over that. This is someone that... Okay, emperors jump into chariots, emperors make shit happen, they don't lose, they don't fail. This person's creating an Ace of Pentacles, they're leveling up financially, they're gaining independence. They could be a bit younger than you because they've got the Eight of Pentacles, you've got the Nine of Pentacles. Well, it doesn't have to be you, but I feel like it is, because in that same combination of cards was all the anxiety, and I feel like that was you, to be honest. Because they're not anxious, they're just like, this is happening. Do you know what I mean? They're the Magician, they're the Queen of Wands, the Page of Cups, the Ace of Wands. They're just like, this is happening. They're more of an optimist than you. But they'll make it happen. They could have Earth in their chart. It could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. They could have fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It could be a Cancer. They're so easy for someone that's just not, they're not being like a grown up, they're not adulting and being childish. And childish doesn't mean that you haven't made your money. People can be childish and not emotionally intelligent, or, you know, they wriggle out of responsibility, or they sulk for days at a time, you know, or disappear when there's an issue, like they don't tell the truth. There's loads of stuff people do that's childish, you know. Maybe that person just wants to gallivant around, getting up to all sorts. They're not ready to grow, do you know what I mean? Flickering passion, feelings come and go, or the chemistry is not there. Yeah, see, they've been dealing with, yeah. Hi, Super Cobra. Sorry. Yeah, I'm Taurus as well. They've been dealing with someone that's like, you know, it's all on face value and like, okay, they fancy each other. Maybe the sex is good, but it's just like the person's not growing up, they're not evolving, they're not. There's no legs on this, whatever they've been dealing with in the past, so they're just over it. This person wants to level up, especially in their career, you know, in their status, assets, get a house, do stuff like that. They've been dealing with someone that's just running around doing the most. Apology, fake. Oh, this person, this is what's childish about the one they've had to deal with previously. This person just keeps screwing up and then they come back, you know, like a yo-yo. It's predictable. It's just bad, predictable, childish, immature, you know, emotionally unintelligent person, just hurts people and then keeps coming back like a bad penny. They're not really sorry, do you know what I mean? Like, they're being selfish, they're doing what they want to do, and then they'll say the word sorry, but they're not actually the ones getting damaged, are they? They're not on the receiving end of the bad behaviour, they're the one doing the bad behaviour, and they're dealing with someone that's a pure person, so this person's just so over, like, the bullshit. The one that's coming in for you, Virgo, just wants someone who's honest, hardworking, loyal, genuinely cares about them, genuinely thinks about their feelings, doesn't take them for granted. Someone who's emotionally intelligent, and that is you, Virgo. You know, the main thing that you do is reflect. Time healed me, but it didn't erase you. Oh. They've done their healing, which is why they're just determined. They're throwing the, you know, when people are hurt emotionally, so they transmute that like stress into, like, they throw themselves into work. I feel like that's what that person's been doing. They could be a Capricorn, or I do get like strong earth, but there's Cancer as well, obviously, with the Cancer major arcana. They've got a lot of willpower. They've come back from a lot. There's someone to be with. They're high value, this person that's coming in for you, Virgo. We're not allowed for a time frame because you're still healing, and that's perfectly right. Let's get you some advice. Content with what I already have. Okay, so when you feel that you are happy solo, because that's what this is. This is like, I'm happy, I'm single, I'm abundant, and I don't necessarily need anyone else. If I had to do life by myself, I could do it. Okay, I pay my own way. I'm not looking for someone because I need them, not emotionally, not financially. This is particularly, I don't need someone in a practical way or a financial way. Okay, so you could be working on career independence, but you could be working on emotional independence as well. Sorry. You know, content with what I already have. Okay, when you feel satisfied, when you feel happy solo, then you'll be, you know, you're ready to kind of have love, because you could take it or leave it. Let's get you some essential oils that could help you right now. Okay, there's two that have come out. We've got silver birch, build strength and courage. Okay, so you might want to source some essential oils that could be in a hand cream, or you can put them into a diffuser. Okay, birch builds strength and courage. cassia, okay, that's cinnamon stick, isn't it? Provides courage and strength. Okay, so you might want to get essential oils. You might want to have some sort of cream or topical thing that you can put on yourself, perfume that contains cinnamon, supplements, or use it in cooking. That's for courage and strength. Oh my God, look at that. Spirit's pulled out 2 things for courage and strength. If you were skeptical, right, these are the things that should make you believe. They really are. I love these. These are brand new. This is the Essential Oils Healing Deck. First use, and Star Bright's Tarot. First use. Both off Temu. Let's get you some positive affirmations, and then I need to shower. I said this before, didn't I? I think you're focusing on career at the moment, becoming abundant, becoming independent, gaining confidence in who you are away from, you know, a love interest. I am confident in my unique talents and abilities. This is a positive affirmation that you can say to yourself, okay? I am confident in my unique talents and abilities. I'm really happy because you're going through an ascension because of this, Virgo, okay? You're going through an ascension. Right, take care. Thank you for the loves. Thank you for the likes. Please give it a like, share the post, share the channel, subscribe, follow. And I'll be back on later tonight. I think I need a good break. I need to shower and move because I've been sat here for 5 hours. But I have loved every minute of it. So take care, hope it resonates, and I'll see you in the next one.